Hi, I'm Rob Williams with Air Force Research Lab. I'm Research Director for the Discovery Lab, which was created by the Air Force to reside outside the fence line to bring government, industry, and academia together. And as part of that, we have a rather significant outreach program that brings in students to experience research side by side with industry and government. What we're really doing is connecting a student's passion and interest with the needs of the Air Force. And we do that by forming projects that matter to the Air Force, but at the same time involve technologies that the students actually care about. What's interesting in these times are a lot of the technologies that students are interested in are the things that the Air Force and DoD are finding very relevant, very important. For example, mobile computing or smartphones is one example. And so the major thing that we do is to form teams of students. So we actually make research a social event and then provide them with a mentor that happens to be their government or industry to provide that maturity of thought that allows them to focus and channel their enthusiasm and energy. There are a lot of students out there in the domain that we focus on, which are high school students and first and second year undergraduate students who have yet to take the formal, really rigorous topics in their field of interest, and they're desperate to get hands-on experience. And we're finding it very difficult to find those students for reasons that we're still trying to figure out. And so it's actually a year-round program. But the critical mass of bringing students together from across the country, you see the critical mass during the summertime. It's about 10 weeks. But then what we do is out of the 100 students or so, we select quite a few of them to continue on into the school year with the research that proves to be promising. The students that we actually focus on are high school students and first and second year undergraduates. It's kind of important because these students are motivated by a strong desire to get their hands dirty and to figure out what careers they want to pursue. And so to get the maximum out of that opportunity, we create research projects that are relevant that the students can get excited about. A question that's oftentimes asked is, what relevant things can high school students and undergraduate students do? Well, the key is that they're formed into teams that are mentored, and then the project selection is something that we've started to really investigate. And small business innovative research is an opportunity for small companies to work on research topics that are, like in the horizon, that might prove fruitful if they could just invest some time, energy, and funding on it. And what we've done is actually started to partner with organizations who rank their cyber topics. And at some point you draw a line and say, we have enough for these topics, but we don't have enough for these. And something as simple as offering to have students work on the research topics that didn't make the cut is a huge win, not only for the students who get to work on relevant research, but for the sponsoring organization that get a topic that they wanted research on but didn't have enough funds, and then of course the companies. The more that we do this, the more I realize that that's a connection that will pay off huge dividends, not only for the companies but also for the students, and then also for Air Force Research Lab. The major thing that companies provide is the potential for a mentorship, providing that seasoned thinking around a research topic of interest to the company that potentially could develop a future business for them. So what they get is they get a talent pool of students who have a certain degree of enthusiasm and intellectual energy that an industry partner as a mentor could provide that guidance. The industry partner actually benefits in two ways. Number one, they have the opportunity to tap into a future talent pool and develop it along a product line of interest to them. But the second thing is that they actually get a chance to see these students operate within an environment that's very reminiscent, similar to a research environment, working together as teams and trying to take something that's not defined very well and bring definition to it and then work out the issues together collaboratively. And in that process, the companies get a sense of who they might wish to hire. And so what I've oftentimes told folks in our program, you actually get to watch future Heisman Trophy winners play Little League football. Okay, and that's actually what has happened in many cases.